Hokies, doesn't matter if you're by the campfire or on the couch, stand up, start jumping, we're underway. And John Parker Romo, as he always does at home for the 34th time in the last 41 kickoffs, it's a touchback to start tonight's game. Boston College, they'll open from their own 25-yard line. Hunter Long will line up as the H-back. He's off right tackle. Virginia Tech with 4 at the line. 2 linebackers showing blitz, and the Hokies bring the pressure from Ashby. It's a counter cutback and a lot of room to run for Garlow. He loses the ball late at the 25. There's a 15-yard pickup before the cough up. Virginia Tech, a takeaway for the Hokies. No score from Blacksburg. We're 4 minutes in. 4 at the line for BC. Hokies have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hooker sells the handoff, dumps it down to the right. And a completion to James Mitchell as he rolls his way to the 36-yard line. 10 yards to Mitchell. First down, Virginia Tech. Empty backfield, 5 receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And the Hokies will sell the jet sweep to Turner. Hooker keeps it, dodges a couple defenders, first down to the middle of the field. Now he busts it wide open to the left side, out of bounds at the 40. Hendon Hooker. All eyes on Trey Turner. A huge pickup for Virginia Tech starting quarterback. First down, Hokies. Boston College has struggled to get in the end zone when they reach the red zone. Only touchdowns in 8 of 15 trips. Jerkovic has 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right, and he runs into Hunter Long, fumbles the football, and for the second time tonight, Virginia Tech forces a turnover. They fall on the fumble. Alan Tisdale, what a huge hit, and a big recovery for the Hokies. Hendon Hooker orchestrated a pretty smooth drive in possession number 1. It started at the 25, ended at the 33. From his own 15, a shotgun sweep run to the left and cutting back to the 25, pile driving his way to the 30. 15 hard charge yards by Khalil Herbert.
He just needs to get his lather worked up. He'll be just fine. That O-line making a nice hole.
2 receivers stacked to the left, 1 to the right. James Mitchell off the line as the Hokie tight end. And now checking at the line of scrimmage is Hendon Hooker. Jeff Hafley said before the game, I have never coached against a team that runs for 300 yards per game. He is tonight, and Virginia Tech finding some progress early. Turner's in motion left to right. The handoff goes up the middle, and now bouncing it to the left side is Khalil Herbert. His vision is incredible. He's out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 11 more yards. First down, Khalil Herbert.
Now you said it right there, Brian. I mean, his vision. That thing was all bottled up inside, right? He goes inside, and then all of a sudden he's like a blur. Breaks it to the outside, gets a great seal from the inside by the wide receiver, Caleb Smith, and makes something out of nothing.
2 receivers to the right. Now Ferris has some space. 4 at the line for BC and a shotgun snap for Hooker. He looks to his right, airs one on an out route, complete at the 30, and a quick juke move back to the 27-yard line. 10 more yards and a first down for Virginia Tech. Brandon Sebastian makes the tackle on Trey Turner. Virginia Tech already at the BC 31. Hooker has 3 receivers to his right, near side to the left is Caleb Smith, and Smith gets it on a cross. He catches at the 30, far side 25. He's unable to break a tackle. Boston College, some smooth open field tackling by Josh DeBerry, and another 4th down decision for Virginia Tech.
I think you got to try to kick it, try to get some points out of this. I mean, you couldn't have a negative play there. They're probably taking you out of range. Caleb Smith makes the catch, picks up a few of those yards. Much more manageable field goal here, as Bradburn will put his knee down there like about the 31-yard line.
Fans have been clamoring for a defensive battle all season. We may have one tonight. No score, 1:45 remaining in the opening quarter. From the right hash, the 41-yarder. Bradford puts it down, and Johnson lifts it up and in. From 41 yards, Virginia Tech is on the board first. Bryant Johnson, after missing one from a little over 50 yards, he's back in business, and the Hokies have the first 3 points of the night. Virginia Tech's defense, you can tell they are playing with purpose. It's Justin Hamilton's first home game officially as the defensive coordinator. He had to sit back and watch from afar the first 2 games, and this Hokie D playing with his personality early in the game. Out of the shotgun set, Zay Flowers behind the line of scrimmage. He gets the swing screen, and it's blown up by Amari Barno. The tackle's made at the 14-yard line. A 9-yard loss. Barno earning that number 25 jersey tonight. The Hokie offense will start at midfield, trailing 7-3. From the left hash, Hooker sells the handoff, keeps it on his own. He sprints to the 40, to the 35, breaks a tackle, drags 3 defenders, and he's down at the 18-yard line after a 32-yard pickup. up. Deion Jones makes the tackle, but not before the second 30-yard run of the game for Hendon Hooker.
He's just like a man on a mission out there. So hard to bring down. He says the other quarterback's pretty good and big. Let's see if they can bring me down too. Hokies desperately need to punch it in here after BC took that lead.
And with that game, the Hokies are in the Toyota RAV4 red zone, brought to you by Toyota. Hokies have two receivers to the left. Khalil Herbert lined up to the right of Hendon Hooker, and it's a design run. Herbert doing the blocking, Hooker doing the running. Power drive finish. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
He just got all those guys sealing up. James Mitchell sealing it, and he just absolutely just lowers the boom on Mike Palmer, the defensive back, and says, you aren't going to stop me. I'm going to bully you right into the end zone, and he just carries him in.
This has been the money down for Boston College. They're 3 for 4 on third downs. They trail 10-7 with 8:05 left in the first half. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Here comes the linebacker blitz. Jerkovic flush to the right. He throws on the run and lofts it perfectly for a first down. Out of bounds at the 40 on the right side of the field. Hunter Long, 15 yards. First down, Boston College. Back at midfield, Boston College with four receivers. Jerkovic sells the handoff. Passes on a fade down the right sideline. It's picked off. Third turnover of the night. Virginia Tech making moves all evening. Devin Taylor, 9 interceptions with Illinois State. He's got his first with Virginia Tech. Hokies are back on the field with a 10-7 lead. From the left hash, it's Hooker faking the handoff, zipping one to the left sideline, and Tavion Robinson on a quick out route. He's out of bounds after a pickup of 9 yards.
He's just a really good athlete. Very smart kid.
Khalil Herbert is back into the right of Hooker. Hendon fakes the handoff, now lobs it on a screen to the left side of the field. It's caught by Herbert. He starts middle. A roller coaster ride of excitement. He veers to the left, darts into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. What a big block by Christian Darasaw. Virginia Tech, they are perfect with Hendon Hooker leading the way. He's 8 for 8, and Herbert has a touchdown. Virginia Tech, a 16-7 lead. It's a 17-7 lead for number 23, Virginia Tech. A 3rd and 8 for Boston College from their own 24. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Corner blitz coming for the Hokies. Jerkovic swarmed, surrounded, and dropped. Welcome to Saxburg, Phil Jerkovic. He's down at the 15, and BC has to punt.
Now look at that. Barno's in there on the play. Hewitt, those front four. The blitz was coming from the outside, but I think Barno ends up getting him first, and then Hewitt and the rest of those guys on the front four just get him.
Timeout.
Notre Dame's backup quarterback. He transferred to Chestnut Hill. He was deemed eligible. And now Phil Jerkovic trailing by 10 from his own 40. Two receivers to his left, one to his right. A stretch playing a handoff in the backfield. Travis Levy, think again. Spun around for a 3-yard loss. Emmanuel Belmar capitalizing on his 4th tackle for a loss this season.
Yeah, they got in there and just dominated the line of scrimmage that time on the cutback. Belmar was there along with Ashby. Said, no, that's a good 3-yard loss on the play.
Their only touchdown drive was a slow, plodding 13-play, 77-yard drive.
But man-to-man here was Flowers on Strong.
Similar look early in the 3rd, and here's the play action with two receivers.
There it is.
Deep bomb, left corner, tipped away at the hash mark, an emphatic denial for Virginia Tech, and Dorian Strong, the 4th-string freshman. His moment is now.
You could see that coming. He had the man coverage set up out here. He had a long time to throw. Goes on that deep post. And Dorian gets up there with the left hand at the last second. A little better throw there. That might have been trouble.
Tim Lukabu is in his first year as defensive coordinator for BC. His Eagles are within 3 with 6:30 to play in the 3rd quarter. James Mitchell, slot man to the right. Caleb Smith, outside receiver to the right side of the field. Operating near the left hash is Hendon Hooker. And BC showing a safety blitz. Here it comes. Virginia Tech runs to the left, and there's room for Herbert. 30, 35, sideline, dance to midfield. This man is so fast. 30, 25, out of bounds at the 20. The big burst. It's all you need from the juice rocket. Khalil Herbert, 57 yards for Khalil.
Takes a lot to knock that tree down.
Brock Hoffman was crediting Braxton Burmeister with helping out his diet. He said, he's West Coast, he's California. There's kale. There's cucumber water. There's a lot of avocado toast. Braxton Burmeister making Brock Hoffman look extra good. Hoffman doing his part as he'll get set for the snap from the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, left hash snap. And it's Hooker. Fake the handoff and dance your way into the end zone. Hendon Hooker give him 3. Third touchdown of the night. Virginia Tech, this offense is special. Hokies, quick bounce back, 23-14 right after Boston College scored.
Yeah, pretty impressive drive there, 79 yards. Just great work. Hendon Hooker just engineering it. The big run by Khalil Herbert of 57 certainly helped. And the Hokies have got that margin up trying to get it to 10 with this PAT.
Hokies are 1 for 6 on third down. They'll play with tempo, set up the screen to Smith. He breaks a tackle at the 30. Caleb Smith, first down, 3 yards. Virginia Tech, a clutch conversion.
Yeah, that's a big third down conversion. They haven't been very successful there as BC shifts their defensive line out to try to keep them fresh. James Mitchell getting a block, Tavion Robinson, but that's all Caleb Smith just making a play. He's had a big night, has Caleb. Not only catching the ball, but blocking downfield.
He wanted to attend Virginia Tech because his brother Justice was in school, preferred walk-on. Justice graduated last year. He's working in the Student Affairs Department at Virginia Tech. The world is a better place with Justice and Caleb Smith in
Blackshear.
On 1st and 10, Blackshear
There
gets
you
the carry.
go.
Here's your cutback, Mikey. Outside the numbers 10-5, handing out happiness. Raheem Blackshear, touchdown, Virginia Tech. The Hokies are burning the Boston College Eagles. It's over. VT rolling tonight on a 28-yard score.
How about that? Raheem Blackshear with the great cutback, making people miss and then just turning on the afterburners. They've kind of taken away the spirit of BC as it's 33-14, just like that. Another quick drive for BC.
Now or never for Boston College. Only the second time in the last 11 years they've won 3 of their first 4 games. Hokies and Eagles both 2-1 in the ACC. Virginia Tech leads at 33-14. 4th and 5 from the right hash. Holyfield blitzes, the throw over the middle, tipped and almost picked. Hokies, a defiant stand and a turnover on downs for Boston College.
Makes a nice positive run of 4. Hurts his average, but a good run.
And we are long distance admirers of this play clock as it winds its way under 20. And Hendon Hooker will just go and check in with his offensive lineman. How you guys doing? Another 300-yard rushing performance. Herbert moves from the right to the left side of Hendon, and the fake handoff opens up for Hooker. He escapes to the left sideline, just embarrasses Mike Palmer. 20 more yards, tackle made at the 40. Mike Palmer tried to tackle a ghost.
Just unbelievable by Hendon Hooker. He's just such a great job at faking play action and whatnot, and just does a marvelous job getting downfield for another 20-yard run. Hokies are up to 313 yards rushing.
You're listening to Virginia Tech Football, presented by Virginia Farm Bureau Insurance. Get an online auto quote or connect with your local agent at VAFB.com today.
We're at 5:29 left in this game, and this is really the perfect time to remind families of Virginia 5-9. If you have a future Hokie, Virginia 5-9 can help you save for their future college expenses. Learn more at virginia529.com.
Johnny, has Lay's ever done that, Carter? 529 with the 529 commercial all at one?
I've channeled John
Man.
Laser all night, and this
Oh,
is the
boy.
moment where it all poured into the scene. I'm just wishing we could have pulled off a quarantine cam before we get John back in the booth next week.
Comment like that might drive him to drink.
Never. Cucumber water. I told
Yeah,
you.
exactly. He's Braxton Burmeister.
Cucumber water on the rocks. 1st and 10, 33-yard line is where Boston College will occupy the ball with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 3-step drop, lofting it down the
There
left
you
hash.
go.
Tipped, picked, Virginia Tech. Bryant Murray, run it back. 20, 25, 30. Time to dance and run it to the right sideline at midfield and dropped at the 46. Diablo on the tip, Murray on the pick. This game is over.
How about that? What did I just say a few minutes ago? You have to throw the ball. This is where things happen. You get a tip or something, and there it was. Diablo on the play with the big tight end coverage on Hunter Long, and Bryant Murray carrying it like a loaf of bread. Gets it going down the sideline, and we have a little bit of extracurricular activity breaking out.
He's 3 for 3. 3 starts, 3 picks. The pick against Kentucky, the pick at home against North Carolina State. Back in the starting lineup tonight, Bryant Murray Jr. transferred in from Coffeyville Community College, where he did not have 3 interceptions in his career. He had 1 at Coffeyville, and he gets 3 for the Hokies, all in high-profile games. Chase your dreams. You never know what can happen.
Yeah, another big game for James Mitchell.
He's off.
See what Blackshear can do here.
And Blackshear does get the stretch
Oh,
run. No, he doesn't. Hooker spinning his way towards the end zone. Find the goal line and find yourself in for another score. Hendon Hooker, take a bow. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
How about that? What a great ride. The RPO, there was a side play, decides to keep it, takes it in from 17 yards out. Hendon Hooker, marvelous job tonight.
Good night, Boston College. Virginia Tech, loving life at home. A 40-14 BC beatdown. Your Hokies are 3-1 in ACC play. They're undefeated at home in Blacksburg. Back-to-back wins against NC State and Boston College.